Ever thought that something as healthy as an avocado could actually be working against your health? It sounds surprising, maybe even a little unsettling, but it's true. While this creamy green fruit has earned its place as a superfood, especially among health-conscious people like yourself, there are hidden risks beneath its smooth surface. Risks that most people never hear about. And if you're over 60, some of these could affect you even more. Let's be honest. Many of us add avocado to our breakfast toast, lunch salad, or protein smoothie, believing we're doing something wonderful for our bodies. And in most cases, we are. But what if I told you there are 6 common mistakes people make with avocados that could quietly sabotage your health goals, or worse, cause issues with your medications, digestion, or allergies? That's exactly what we are uncovering in today's video. These aren't just random tips, they're backed by science and years of nutritional research. By the end, you'll know how to avoid these pitfalls and get the full benefits of avocados safely. So before we begin, if you're someone who eats avocados regularly, tell me in the comments how you usually enjoy them. And if you care about your health and love science-based insights delivered clearly and calmly, don't forget to subscribe to Smart Health 365. You'll be joining a supportive community focused on aging wisely and living fully. Mistake 1: ignoring a hidden natural toxin. Here's something almost no one talks about. A natural compound found in every part of the avocado plant called persin. You won't find it on any label or recipe, but it's there in the leaves, bark, seeds, skin, and yes, even the flesh we eat. Now, don't panic. The amount of persin in ripe avocado flesh is very small, and for most healthy people, it's harmless. But if you eat avocados every day, it's something worth knowing. Persin is actually a natural fungicide, a defense mechanism the avocado plant uses against pests and mold. But in our bodies, especially if you have liver issues or heightened sensitivity, it can cause subtle problems over time. A laboratory study once found that avocado extract caused DNA damage in white blood cells under certain conditions. That doesn't mean eating an avocado will damage your DNA, but it reminds us that even natural foods should be eaten with balance and awareness. As we age, our liver function slows, and our tolerance for plant compounds decreases. That's why nutritionists often recommend what's called the 5 on, 2 off approach. Eat avocados for 5 days, then take 2 days off. This gives your body time to rest and process naturally. In short, even healthy foods deserve moderation. And speaking of balance, our next point deals with something most people overlook: the hidden calories in avocados. Mistake 2: overeating because it's healthy. Here's the truth: avocados are packed with heart-healthy fats, fiber, and vital nutrients, but they're also surprisingly calorie-dense. One large avocado contains around 320 calories, more than a bowl of pasta or 2 slices of pizza. Yet most of us treat avocados like a free food. We spread them on toast, toss them into salads, blend them into smoothies, or eat them plain as a snack, and those calories add up fast. You might think, but it's a good fat, right? And yes, it is. The monounsaturated fats in avocados are great for your heart, but your body still processes calories the same way, whether they come from cookies or avocados. As we get older, metabolism slows down, meaning every extra bite matters more. One major study followed people who ate an avocado daily for 6 months. Their weight didn't increase, but only because they carefully substituted avocado for other fats like mayonnaise or cheese. In other words, they didn't just add it on top of what they were already eating. So what's the right portion? Experts recommend about 1/3 of a medium avocado per serving, roughly 50 grams, or 80 to 100 calories. Try tracking your intake for a week. You might be surprised how often that creamy green fruit sneaks into your meals. If you're eating half or a whole avocado daily without adjusting the rest of your diet, that could explain why your weight hasn't budged, even though you're eating healthy. Remember, avocados aren't the enemy. But even the best foods can work against you if you go overboard. Mistake 3: ignoring hidden allergies. Latex fruit syndrome. Now, here's something few people know. If you've ever had a reaction to latex, you may also react to avocados. It's called latex fruit syndrome, and it's more common than you might think. The reason? Both latex and avocados share similar proteins that can confuse your immune system. Doctors estimate that up to 50% of people allergic to latex also react to avocados. This includes those who work in healthcare, cleaning, food service, or gardening, anyone frequently exposed to rubber gloves or latex products. The symptoms might start mild, a tingling mouth, itchy throat, or slight swelling after eating avocado, but they can escalate into full-body hives, dizziness, or even anaphylactic shock, a life-threatening condition. Unfortunately, because most people don't connect latex to certain fruits, these reactions often go undiagnosed. If you've ever felt strange after eating avocado or have known latex sensitivities, talk to your doctor about testing. It's a simple precaution that can make a big difference. And here's another tip. This cross-reactivity also occurs with bananas, kiwis, and chestnuts. If you've had issues with those, avocado might be worth monitoring too. In the end, it's all about awareness and balance. Not everyone will experience these issues, but the key is knowing your body and paying attention to how it reacts. What's perfectly safe for one person might not be ideal for another. Avocados are still one of nature's best foods, rich, nutritious, and heart healthy. But like everything else in life, it's about balance, awareness, and moderation. Enjoy them, but respect their power. And now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed any strange reactions after eating avocado? Or do you have a favorite way of preparing it that makes you feel great? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more science-backed tips on Smart Health 365, where we help you age wisely, eat well, and live strong every single day. Avocado mistakes you didn't know you were making. Next, let's explore another common avocado mistake, one that has nothing to do with allergies or calories, but everything to do with how you cut and store them. And trust me, this one's a safety issue that far too many people overlook. At first glance, it might seem like common sense, but surprisingly, many people, especially those who love fresh produce, don't realize how easily avocados can become contaminated. The truth is, the way most of us slice and store them might be setting us up for serious foodborne illnesses. You see, avocados grow in warm, humid climates, the perfect environment not only for the fruit itself, but also for bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. These bacteria don't just sit harmlessly on the skin. They can cling deep inside the rough surface, hiding in tiny crevices that even a quick rinse can't reach. Now here's where things get risky. When you cut an unwashed avocado, your knife can pick up those bacteria and drag them straight into the flesh, the part you're about to eat. And because avocados are so mild and creamy, you probably won't taste or see anything wrong. Contaminated avocados often look, smell, and taste completely normal. Even more concerning, once an avocado is sliced open, it becomes the perfect breeding ground for germs. The combination of high moisture, healthy fats, and room temperature creates ideal conditions for bacteria to multiply. Food safety experts call the range between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius, 60 degrees Celsius the danger zone, a temperature range where harmful bacteria can double every 20 minutes. So, what should you do? Start by washing your avocados under cold running water for at least 30 seconds before cutting. Even if you don't plan to eat the skin, use a clean knife and cutting board, ideally ones that haven't touched raw meat or unwashed produce. Once you've sliced the avocado, refrigerate it immediately in an airtight container. Never leave it out at room temperature for more than 1 hour. Whole avocados can sit at room temperature until ripe, but once they're ready, move them into the fridge and eat them within 5 to 7 days. And if you've ever scraped off the brown part thinking, it's still fine underneath, think twice. That discoloration can signal spoilage or bacterial activity that isn't visible or safe to consume. These simple habits can make a huge difference, especially for older adults with a slightly weaker immune system. Hidden risks. Avocados and medications. Now that we've covered food safety, let's talk about another silent risk: One that has nothing to do with slicing techniques, but everything to do with your medications. Here's where things get serious. Did you know that something as healthy and innocent as an avocado can interfere with your prescriptions? Most people, and even many doctors, don't realize it. Certain compounds in avocados can actually alter how your medications work, and in some cases, this can be dangerous. Let's start with blood thinners like warfarin, Coumadin, or newer ones like Xarelto and Eliquis. These drugs prevent blood clots and strokes, but they depend on you maintaining a consistent intake of vitamin K. Here's the catch. Avocados contain moderate levels of vitamin K. If you suddenly start eating them daily, you might disrupt the balance your doctor carefully adjusted. Too much vitamin K can reduce your medication's effect, increasing the risk of clots. But if you suddenly stop eating vitamin K-rich foods after eating them regularly, your blood might become too thin, raising the risk of internal bleeding. And that's not all. Avocados are loaded with potassium, even more than bananas. One cup contains roughly 975 milligrams of it. For most people, that's great for blood pressure. But if you're taking ACE inhibitors, ARBs, or potassium-sparing diuretics, it could lead to hyperkalemia, dangerously high potassium levels that can cause irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, or even cardiac arrest. If you're managing diabetes, you should also be cautious. The fiber in avocados can slow down the absorption of certain oral diabetes medications, making them less effective. Meanwhile, the healthy fats may increase insulin sensitivity, which sounds great, but it could cause sudden drops in blood sugar if you take insulin or sulfonylureas. This doesn't mean you should avoid avocados altogether. Just talk to your doctor before making them a daily habit. Let them know how much you eat so they can adjust your dosage if needed. Your body might be trying to tell you something. There's one more risk we haven't talked about yet, and it's a personal one. It's not about toxins, calories, or medicine. It's about how your body reacts to avocados in ways you might not even notice. Even though avocados are packed with healthy fats and nutrients, they don't suit everyone. For some people, especially older adults, they can cause subtle but real problems that are easy to overlook. Let's talk digestion. A whole avocado has over 13 grams of fiber, a lot for one sitting. If your digestive system has slowed with age, that much fiber can trigger bloating, gas, cramps, or sudden shifts between constipation and diarrhea. Avocados also contain sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol that falls under the FODMAP category, known to cause issues for people with IBS or SIBO. Even a few spoonfuls can cause discomfort lasting for hours or even days. Some people also react to histamines in avocado, especially when it's overripe. If you've ever felt itchy, flushed, or headachy after eating avocado, you might be experiencing histamine intolerance, which becomes more common as we age. There's also oral allergy syndrome, where your body confuses proteins in avocado with pollen allergens like birch or ragweed. You might feel a tingling in your mouth, lips, or throat, usually mild, but definitely uncomfortable. And here's the kicker. Some people simply don't process certain fats or compounds like persin efficiently due to genetics or reduced enzyme production. What's healthy on paper can become a challenge for your body to digest. So how can you tell if avocado is affecting you? Keep a food journal. Write down what you eat and how you feel within the next 24 to 48 hours. If you notice patterns, digestive issues, fatigue, or skin reactions, it may be your body quietly saying, I need less of this. After learning about all 6 hidden risks, remember this. Avocados can still be one of the healthiest foods on your plate if you treat them with care and awareness. It's all about balance, moderation, and listening to your body. When prepared safely and eaten in the right amounts, avocados offer incredible benefits, better heart health, improved nutrient absorption, and even protection for your brain and eyes. If you're new to eating avocado, start slow. If you've been eating them daily, try taking a short break or adjusting your portions. There's no one-size-fits-all approach, only what works best for you. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced any strange symptoms after eating avocado? Or maybe you have a favorite healthy way to prepare it. Share your story in the comments below. It might help someone else. And if you found this video helpful, Don't forget to subscribe to Health 365. We're here to help you age wisely, eat well, and feel your best every single day. More science-backed, practical videos are coming soon. See you in the next one.